Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Morning Podcast. So, first, let's take a look into the Indian markets closing on Friday. The benchmark indices overall during the previous week ended higher despite unexpected increase in the capital gains tax in the union budget. The reform oriented budget, coupled with continued buying support from the retail and DIIs, kept the overall sentiments upbeat for the market and helped frontline indices to close at record highs. So on Friday, Sensex was up by 1.6% and Nifty was up by 1.8%. Broader markets also closed in line with the peers almost, with Nifty Mid Cap 100 gaining 1.8% and Nifty Small Cap 100 gaining by close to 1%. Now, some of the major gainers of NSE on Friday were Shriram Finance, Cipla, Adani Ports, Wipro, Tata Steel, M&M, ITC. And some of the losers were ONGC, Nestle and HDFC Bank. On the sectoral performance front on BSE, all the sectors closed on the positive side, with BSE Telecommunication gaining the most by 3.4%, followed by BSE Metal, which was up by 3.2%. BSE Technology was up by 2.8% and BSE Auto and Healthcare were up by 2.4% and 2.1% respectively. On terms of the overall market breadth, then the market breadth was in the favor of advances, as about 2,652 stocks advanced and against them 1,286 stocks declined. About 199 stocks made 52-week highs, which included names like Ashok Leyland, Deepak Fertilizers, IDBI Bank, Lupin, NTPC, Welspun Living, and about 9 stocks made 52-week lows. On the FII and DII front, FIIs and DIIs both were net buyers in the cash market on Friday, with FIIs net buying to the tune of Rs 2,546 crores and DIIs net buying to the tune of Rs 2,774 crores. Now, taking a look into the global market cues for today, the US benchmark indices on Friday has ended sharply higher, as inline inflation data has supported the bets that Federal Reserve would cut interest rates in September month. So, the US inflation data for the June month came in at 2.5%, which was widely on the expected lines. So, Dow ended with gains of 654 points, while Nasdaq and S&P 500 closed with over 1% gains. Asian markets are currently trading in green, and we can expect a positive start for our market in today's trade. Now, moving on to some of the stock-specific development which has happened. Ultratech Cement and India Cements will be in focus today, as Ultratech Cement has approved the purchase of 32.72% equity in India Cements from promoters and their associates. The company will pay Rs 3,954 crores at Rs 390 per share for the promoter stake and will make an open offer at Rs 390 per share for the minority shareholders. The offer price of Rs 390 per share is at 4.8% premium from the closing price of Rs 372 per share on Friday. So this will be positive for both Ultratech and India Cements in medium term. Godrej Properties is also in focus, as Chandigarh State Officer has revoked the building plans and occupancy certificate of the company's commercial building due to alleged violations of environmental clearance conditions. So this can be negative for Godrej Properties in short term. KEC International has approved the transfer of cable business on a going concern basis to its subsidiary. The company has approved raising up to Rs 4,500 crores via QIPs and Rs 1,500 crores via NCDs on a private placement basis. So overall, this development is neutral in short term. BHEL has received an order worth Rs 10,000 crores from Damodar Valley Corporation for setting up a 2x800 megawatts thermal power station in Jharkhand. So positive for the company in short to medium term. Also in Glenmark Life Sciences, the Gujarat Pollution Control Board has issued a closure notice to the company's Ankleshwar facility. So this can be negative for Glenmark Life Sciences in short to medium term. Now moving on to the key results which were reported during the weekend. First one is IndusInd Bank. The bank's consolidated net interest income has grown 11% year on year at Rs 5,408 crores. Net profit is up by 2% year on year at Rs 2,171 crores. Gross NPA has increased to 2.02% from 1.92% in the previous quarter, and net NPA has almost slightly increased to 0.6% from 0.57% in the previous quarter. So overall the numbers looks quite muted with slight deterioration in the asset quality. So overall it can be neutral to slightly negative for IndusInd Bank in short term. ICICI Bank has also reported its June quarter numbers. The net interest income of the bank has grown 7% year on year. PAT has grown 15% year on year to rupees 11,059 crores for the June quarter. Advances and deposits have grown 16% and 15% year on year respectively. GNPA has slightly reduced to 2.15% from 2.16% in the previous quarter. And NNPA has improved to 0.43, has slightly increased in fact to 0.43% from 0.42% in the previous quarter. Interglobe Aviation has reported its June quarter numbers, where the company's revenue has grown 17% year on year at rupees 19,571 crores. EBITDA has grown 15.5% year on year to rupees 5,841 crores. And EBITDA margin is, however, down 44 basis points year on year at 29.8%. Net profit of the company has grown 47.5% year on year at rupees 1,063 crores. So overall, we believe the numbers are decent for Interglobe Aviation. Bandhan Bank's net interest income has grown 21% year on year at rupees 3,005 crores. Gross NPA has increased to 4.23% from 3.84% in the previous quarter, while net NPA has increased to 1.2% from 1.1% in the previous quarter. The bank has reported net profit growth of 47.5% on a year-on-year basis at rupees 1,063 crores. So overall, it is a good set of numbers for Bandhan Bank. KEC International's Q1 revenue has grown 6.3% year-on-year. EBITDA is up by 10.5% year-on-year. And net profit is up by 109.52% on a year-on-year basis. The EBITDA margin has expanded 22 basis points on a year-on-year basis to 5.99%. So overall, decent set of numbers by KEC International. Sanofi India's Q1 revenue has declined 9.9% year-on-year. EBITDA is also down 4.9% year-on-year, and net profit is down by 16% year-on-year. The EBITDA margin has, however, slightly increased to 24.9% from 23.6% in the corresponding quarter of last year. But overall, the numbers are slightly lower than the expectations. GMDC Q1 revenue has grown 6.9% year-on-year to rupees 818 crores. EBITDA is, however, down 14.3% year-on-year, and net profit is down by 15.6% year-on-year. EBITDA margin has slipped to 25.8% from 32.2% in the corresponding quarter of last year. So overall, weak set of numbers from GMDC. Power Grid Corporation's Q1 revenue has declined 0.4% year-on-year. EBITDA is down by 0.8%, and net profit is up by 3.5% year-on-year. EBITDA margin is almost flat at 87.2% from 87.6% in Q1 of FY24. So overall, the company has reported slightly weaker than expected numbers. Lakshmi Organics Q1 revenue has declined 1.5% year-on-year. EBITDA is down by 7.9% year-on-year, and net profit is down by 10.4% year-on-year. EBITDA margin is down 68 basis points over the corresponding quarter of last year to 9.9%. So weak set of numbers from Lakshmi Organics as well. Nuvama Wealth has total income has grown 46.7% year-on-year at rupees 953 crores, and net profit is up by 79.5% year-on-year to rupees 221 crores. So strong set of numbers by Nuvama Wealth. Zen Technologies has also reported strong set of numbers. The company's revenue has grown 92.2% year-on-year. EBITDA is up 61.6% year-on-year, and PAT is up by 64.1% year-on-year for in the June quarter. The margins have, however, slightly contracted to 43.7% from 52% in the corresponding quarter of last year. But overall, the company has reported good set of numbers. Apart from this, some key results which will be declared today are ACC, Adani Wilmar, Bharat Electronics, CSB Bank, Hindustan Petroleum Corporation, Jindal Saw, Kansai Nerolac Paints, KEI Industries, Voltime Transformers, Wonderla Holidays, Carborundum Universal, Castrol India, and many companies will declare their June quarter numbers in today. Now after this, let's look into the some bulk and block deals data. So in case of Parag Milk Foods, 6 Cents India Opportunities 11 has sold 17.86 lakh shares, which is 1.49% of the stake at rupees 199 per share. And North Star Opportunities Fund VCC has bought 17.65 lakh shares, which is 1.47% of the stake at rupees 199 per share. In case of Signity Technologies, ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund has bought 2.25 lakh shares, which is 0.82% of the stake at rupees 1,364.9 per share. In Route Mobile, Proximus Opal has sold 12.24 lakh shares, which is 1.94% of the stake at rupees 1,656.6 per share. And Societe Generale has bought 3.39 lakh shares, which is 0.53% of the stake at rupees 1,652.2 per share. Also, today is the ex-dividend date for Deepak Nitrate, DB Corp, Automotive Axles, Birla Corporation, Orient Cement and Info Edge India. So these stocks can also be in focus today. So these were the key market data points to track going ahead for today's trading session. That's it from the fundamental side. Thank you everyone for listening.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.